Look at that sunset. Isn't that beautiful? So gorgeous. All right, let's go look at the pumpkins. Okay, so here's our pumpkin patch. I sowed these seeds in August, which was a little late for my area. It was actually a lot late, and it was a total gamble, and I'm still hoping that I get a good harvest off of these things. Now, honestly, when I started these, I kind of wanted to grow them to sell. I'm not going to be able to do that. I realize now that in my area, September is like pumpkin buying season. So I probably missed the boat on that one, and I will probably have like 100 pumpkins of my own, which I can preserve or save seeds from or give away, you know, those type of things. This is our little pumpkin patch here, and it's looking so-so. It's looking okay. We've had a Japanese beetle problem, which I don't really know what to do about. As you can see here, this there's one right there. Oh, it flew away. Should have got him. So this chewing right here in the middle of the leaf like that, you see how it's just kind of like in the middle of the leaf? That is Japanese beetle damage. And as you can see, it obviously affects the health of the leaf. It's dying, it's yellow, really no good anymore. However, the rest of the plant is looking pretty healthy. Now at first I did think that this was a powdery mildew, but I don't think that's what that is. I think this is just the variety, and it produces them, the leaves are kind of variegated like that. Here's some of the fruit that it is producing. We have some here. And you'll have to excuse me, I don't know exactly which ones are which as far as the naming of the variety, but I did make a video. I do have a video with pictures showing what I planted and what they were called. So if you see something that looks like a zucchini, I don't know what that is. If you see something that you would like to grow, I'll try to link that video somewhere around here, and so you can see what the names of and the pictures of are, so you can see what they are. Okay, let's see. My idea here was to put a lot of cardboard down everywhere to keep the weeds at bay, and then also my hope was that when the canopies of these pumpkin vines grew taller, that it would suppress the weeds. And as you can tell, it's just not doing it. I mean, we're overrun by weeds back here. It's a sad sight for me, but you know, that's what it is. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I could show you that was growing back here. There's one. Oh, there's some funky yellow gourd looking crops. Overall, I am pretty pleased with this. I mean, it's actually producing and growing. So we have a nice big one there. Some of these are for eating, and most of them are for decoration. Let's see. Oh, cool. I haven't seen this one. It's a neat little decorative one. I gotta hurry up. I'm gonna show you the other garden. There's one. This one is obviously my favorite, and I say obviously because I don't know, like I would expect you to know what my favorite pumpkins are. But look at these cute little white pumpkins. Oh, they're so cute. I love them. And I think those are called Casperita. Fangirl moment. Laura from Garden Answer actually planted those and harvested hers because she planted them at the correct time. Anyway, so next year, and I did grow pumpkins like this spring. I don't know if I showed you. I think I did. They were called a blaze pumpkin. They were orange they were like a yellow orange with a darker orange striping on them. And I got 25 little pumpkins out of 2 plants of those. So I did grow pumpkins, but I didn't have this area back here ready, prepped. And I really didn't even have the idea to grow pumpkins until probably August, which is when I planted them. I got really into researching like flower farming, and that just kind of led me on down the rabbit hole of things to grow to sell, basically. So guys, this is kind of embarrassing, okay? If you remember, I planted cosmos and amaranth and celosia back here in this part of my garden, and as you can tell, I don't have them. So this is the only cosmos that has survived, and this is the only amaranth that has survived. And I did pinch that the other day, so hopefully these other shoots right here will continue to grow, and it will make more slender stems rather than more thick tree stump looking stems. So didn't have much success with all of that. I did actually plant about 40 sunflower seeds right through here, and they all came up and they germinated, and I fertilized them, and they were looking pretty good. And then of course something came and ate them, because I'm not really protected, you know. I mean, I don't have like a fence around this area. It's kind of my own fault. So in my attempt to deter any more pests, and also to get these marigolds out of my beds, because I have basil growing in my beds, and these marigolds are so tall they were shading out my basil and it wasn't able to grow, I transplanted these marigold plants pretty much the size that they are. There's one here, one all the way down at the end, and then that one right on the edge of that bed right there. And they're doing great, y'all. Look at them. Oh, our okra. Now, obviously, I must have over-fertilized, or something in this bed is not making this okra very happy. I don't know if you can tell, this leaf is super, super dark green compared to this leaf right here, or even this one. And it's really thick. Like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, like super thick. And it obviously has all this bug damage on it. So there was something I was giving it that was making it grow like monstrous growth that obviously some bugs liked. And then it hasn't really produced any fruit. Our corn is so sad and pitiful. But look at our snapdragons. Y'all, I started these snapdragons from seed this spring, and they looked really, really good up until it got really hot out here. And then when the temperature started to go back down and I fertilized them again, they're just popping back up. I mean, look at that. It's so beautiful. Pretty nice strong stem. Probably not compared to some other people's, but for us it was great. Y'all, look at this. This is our watermelon. Look, we have watermelon growing in October, and I'm so excited about it. So we have one there, and I gotta be careful going through this because I found a black widow spider, and we have another one there. So hopefully we'll have some watermelon to eat. Okay, I've got some radishes going here, and I did plant more than that, but obviously, oh, there's one, come up. Have some lemon basil. Mrs. Burns lemon basil. We have some cinnamon basil. This is just my Genovese basil that I'm using in flower arrangements and things like that. Our marigolds are dying, which is fine. I'll collect the seeds off of that. We have some sage right here. Our little sage. Our mint is still alive. And y'all, if you'll go back and look at the tours when I had tomatoes in here, these marigolds right here were puny. They were terrible. But now they're just like taking off. So these are a queen lime orange zinnia. This one obviously is not very open, but they are all looking like they're gonna produce. And look at our new friend. Let's see, can y'all see her? There she is. Hello, friend. I found her yesterday. I don't think she was in this basil bush before. She may have been, but I cut on it pretty heavily and I haven't seen her in here, so. I wonder. Oh wait. That looks like a radish. I think my daughter planted those. I planted, I think, blue pleurum or something here in the summer, and it wasn't the right temperature for it to bloom, to germinate. but like right now is like the perfect temperature, so I was hoping that they would come up. We have our green goblin eggs, which are yellow. They're supposed to be yellow on the top and green on the bottom. Our giant yellow zinnias, which those are not very giant. We have some over here that are pretty good. That's perfect. Perfect stage for cutting. I do have some little sugar snap peas. Let's see. Started on this trellis here. So hopefully those will make it. We have more cinnamon basil. These zinnias are done for. I mean, I've known it for a while and I'm just waiting for all the seed heads to die, flower heads, so I can collect the seeds. Oh, this is our Oklahoma Ivory zinnia. Is she beautiful? I don't know if you can really tell. She's more of a yellow color. You know, going for that ivory. These zinnias are doing great. These are from Baker Creek. I think they're called Meteor Orange. And these are also from Baker Creek, and they're called Polar Bear. So some of them have more petals than others. This one is kind of, you know, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of petals, and this one has obviously a lot more than that. So they're a little inconsistent, but they're all right. This is our stock, S-T-O-C-K, Katz, K-A-T-Z, purple stock. It's a flower, and I'm hoping that it will bloom. And they're supposed to smell really nice, so hope we get those. I believe these are carrots. That is what I sowed here, so I'm hoping that's what those are. There's cilantro and dill. Looks really pitiful. And then our green bean trellis is doing great. Isn't that fabulous? And I've been picking these every day, pretty much, for the last week. I've gotten about 2 quart bags. You can't really see. 2 quart bags of beans already. We had some tonight in our supper. I had chicken noodle soup. We have more green beans growing here. I started these quite a bit later than the other ones. Our bell pepper plant is coming back with a vengeance. Look at all this new growth at the bottom. See, it's like really green right there. Most everything was like this color. Really yellow-green color. Kind of sickly. We have things dying out. I do have seeds planted here and nothing has germinated, unfortunately. I did want to say about this trellis, this green bean trellis, and I want to walk around to the outside and kind of show you what I'm talking about. So obviously I have the 2 trellises, right, one in front of the other. And I've realized through the growing season, this is my first year with trellises, that, you know, so the reason that I sowed the ones on the right hand side a little bit later than the ones on the left hand side was for timing. I mean, I think I had cucumbers growing there, and then I was still waiting for some cucumbers to ripen, and when they finally ripened I took them off and then I just planted those seeds. Well, they're obviously way behind, and as much as I love functionality and practicality, I also love symmetry and beauty in things. So I think my plan is to find like a flower, some type of flower, like a clematis or clematis as some people call it, or something like that, maybe a climbing rose, to take over this first trellis here so that when I look out here, all I see is beautiful flowers and it's not like a lag of, you know, vegetation. So like right now when you're looking at it, I mean, it's beautiful, but it's only one side, you know. So anywho, that's gonna be one thing I change next year. So I am sorry that I haven't uploaded really hardly at all this year, but I thank you for sticking around and seeing my garden, and I'm gonna get those flower seeds started, and my plan is to actually plant those out there in that pumpkin patch area. I don't know if you could tell, there was a part of the area that was disturbed that didn't have pumpkins in it, So hopefully we'll get that worked up and get some flower beds made so I can grow flowers to sell, hopefully, next year. I did notice that I have 3 new subscribers. Y'all may think that's like, I don't know what you call it, but I think it's a big deal. I noticed every single one, and for some reason YouTube doesn't always tell me the names of the people who subscribe, but I know one new subscriber. Her name is Vicky, and I wanted to say, hey Vicky, welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for everyone who is subscribed. And if you would like to see more of my garden and more things I'm doing in my garden, we'll see y'all next time. Bye.